In the vast and frozen wilderness of Alaska, a mystery lies buried beneath layers of ice and rock, having remained hidden for decades. The hypothesis is not merely a conspiracy theory. Rather, it is a narrative that is grounded in anomalous geological occurrences, murmurs from military insiders, and local legends that have been transmitted for generations. At the core of this narrative is a structure larger than the Great Pyramid of Giza, situated deep underground. The enigmatic Black Pyramid. The structure's remarkable characteristics extend beyond its immense size to encompass the powerful energy it appears to emanate. This phenomenon has perplexed scientists, military personnel, and researchers alike. Nevertheless, the Black Pyramid has remained largely unknown to the public, shrouded in layers of secrecy and guarded by governments and powerful entities that have sought to maintain its existence as a closely guarded secret. The narrative commences in May 1992 during a standard subterranean nuclear examination conducted by China. Seismic monitoring stations worldwide detected the seismic waves generated by the explosion, but something anomalous occurred when the signals reached Alaska. Scientists observed peculiar readings in the vicinity of Denali, previously known as Mount McKinley, a region renowned for its intense geological activity. However, these signals did not originate from natural fault lines or volcanic disturbances. Instead, they appeared to emanate from a depth within the Earth, from a location that, according to official cartography, was a blank, unexplored space. Local news outlets promptly disseminated information regarding these anomalous signals, prompting initial speculation about the existence of an extraordinary phenomenon concealed beneath the surface. However, the story was as quickly as it had emerged, consigned to the annals of history. The dissemination of information was abruptly terminated, and those engaged in the dissemination of information were effectively silenced. A cover-up was initiated, and any individual attempting to investigate further was confronted with threats and intimidation. Among the individuals who were subjected to intimidation and threats was Douglas Muckler, a former U.S. Army officer who had worked in military intelligence. He had observed maps that exhibited a similar absence of detail and was therefore aware that a significant entity was being withheld from public knowledge. Muckler's investigation led him to a local television station that had broadcast a brief report on the anomalous seismic readings. However, by the time he arrived, all evidence of the report had been erased. The news station was warned to cease pursuing the story, and those involved were pressured into silence. As Muckler continued his investigation, he became increasingly aware of the involvement of powerful forces. He discovered the existence of a massive underground structure, believed to be a pyramid, buried beneath Alaska's wilderness, and observed that the government was taking significant measures to prevent its discovery. As time progressed, further information about the Black Pyramid became available, yet it was encased in a multitude of conjecture, misinformation, and apprehension. Eyewitness accounts were subsequently provided, some of which were from military personnel who claimed to have been involved in the covert operations in the vicinity of the site. One such individual was a technician who had been engaged in the execution of classified projects in the area. According to the technician's account, the pyramid was constructed from a peculiar, smooth black material that defied natural origins. The structure's material was not the only remarkable aspect. Its emitted energy was also unlike anything modern science could explain. This energy exhibited pulsing and fluctuating patterns, as though the pyramid itself was a living entity, drawing power from deep within the earth, or perhaps from a source beyond our comprehension. One might be forgiven for questioning the rationale behind the decision to maintain such strict confidentiality. What information is the government concealing? Some hypothesize that the pyramid is part of a classified military project, an attempt to harness the enigmatic energy it emits for purposes that remain undisclosed. Moreover, there are indications that major defense contractors have been engaged to reverse engineer the technology with the objective of utilizing it to power advanced weapon systems or supercomputers capable of processing immense quantities of data. Conversely, there is a school of thought that the pyramid could serve as a conduit for the discovery of novel forms of energy, which, if made accessible to the general public, could potentially transform the world. Nevertheless, despite the abundance of conjecture, no tangible evidence has been made public. Those who have approached the truth with any degree of proximity have been swiftly silenced. Individuals who were employed on the project were compelled to sign non-disclosure agreements under the threat of severe penalties. Some individuals experienced irreparable damage to their professional reputations, while others simply ceased to be visible in the public sphere. It was evident that those in positions of authority would employ any means necessary to maintain the secrecy surrounding the Black Pyramid. Enter Linda Moulton Howe, an investigative journalist with a long-standing interest in the strange and unexplained. She had been made aware of the rumors surrounding the Black Pyramid and thus initiated an investigation, consulting with any individuals who might have pertinent information. Her investigation led her to Bruce Pearson, a former Navy officer whose father had been involved in a covert operation in Alaska during the 1970s. Pearson's father described transporting heavy machinery to a remote location under tight security, where they were tasked with digging deep into the earth. Upon discovery of the site, they found an enormous black, glass-like structure buried beneath the Alaskan wilderness. Pearson's father asserted that the military operation was not solely focused on the excavation of the structure. Instead, the objective was to gain access to the source of its power. Engineers were brought in to study the pyramid's energy, and there were rumors that the government was attempting to ascertain how to weaponize it. However, the situation rapidly deteriorated. Malfunctions of an unusual nature occurred, individuals began to disappear, and those who inquired too extensively were abruptly removed from the project. It became evident that the knowledge gained from the excavation was beyond the comprehension of the researchers and potentially posed a significant risk to their safety. As Linda Moulton Howe continued her investigation, she uncovered additional accounts of anomalous occurrences in the vicinity of the Black Pyramid. Individuals residing in nearby regions reported observing anomalous luminous phenomena in the atmosphere, anomalous aircraft maneuvering at low altitudes over the mountainous terrain, and inexplicable phenomena such as abrupt power outages and the malfunction of electronic devices without apparent cause. Some individuals even claimed to have observed unmarked military vehicles transporting equipment to and from the site, always under the cover of night, always with substantial security measures in place. However, the most disconcerting aspect of the narrative is the fate that befell those who attempted to voice their concerns. Individuals such as Bruce Pearson and his father were approached by unidentified government officials, commonly referred to as men in black suits. These officials conveyed a clear warning that any discussion regarding the pyramid would result in significant repercussions. Their demeanor was not merely intimidating, it was genuinely frightening. They appeared to possess a comprehensive understanding of the individuals they visited, including intimate details about their personal lives. The message was unmistakable: cease investigating or face the consequences. Notwithstanding these threats, some have persisted in their efforts to ascertain the truth. Investigative journalists, whistleblowers, and even psychics have all endeavored to ascertain the secrets of the Black Pyramid. Some hypothesize that the pyramid serves a purpose beyond that of a mere energy source. It is postulated that the structure may be a relic from an ancient civilization, or even an extraterrestrial one. The smooth, black material that comprises the pyramid exhibits properties that are not consistent with those of any known terrestrial substance. Moreover, the energy it emits appears to contravene the established laws of physics. It is therefore possible that the pyramid is not a product of human engineering, but a remnant of a bygone era when extraterrestrial visitors interacted with Earth. Some hypothesize that the Black Pyramid is part of a global network of similar structures, all connected through an invisible energy grid that traverses the planet. Some researchers have even postulated that the pyramids of Egypt, the temples of Central America, and the monolithic structures of Stonehenge are all part of this network, each one functioning as a node in a vast ancient energy grid. If this is indeed the case, then the Black Pyramid may be the most powerful of them all, serving as a key to unlocking secrets that could potentially alter the world as we know it. Notwithstanding these threats, some have persisted in their efforts to ascertain the truth. Investigative journalists, whistleblowers, and even psychics have all endeavored to ascertain the secrets of the Black Pyramid. Some hypothesize that the pyramid serves a purpose beyond that of a mere energy source. It is postulated that the structure may be a relic from an ancient civilization, or even an extraterrestrial one. The smooth, black material that comprises the pyramid exhibits properties that are not consistent with those of any known terrestrial substance. Moreover, the energy it emits appears to contravene the established laws of physics. It is therefore possible that the pyramid is not a product of human engineering, but a remnant of a bygone era when extraterrestrial visitors interacted with Earth. Some hypothesize that the Black Pyramid is part of a global network of similar structures, all connected through an invisible energy grid that traverses the planet. Some researchers have even postulated that the pyramids of Egypt, the temples of Central America, and the monolithic structures of Stonehenge are all part of this network, each one functioning as a node in a vast, ancient energy grid. If this is indeed the case, then the Black Pyramid may be the most powerful of them all, serving as a key to unlocking secrets that could potentially alter the world as we know it. The pursuit of knowledge regarding the true nature of the Black Pyramid continues to engage and preoccupy those who have ventured to delve into its mysteries. Notwithstanding the obfuscation, intimidation, and pervasive enigmas, discrete data points have gradually emerged, collectively constituting a puzzle that is difficult to disregard. As one delves deeper into the subject, it becomes increasingly evident that this narrative may be part of a much larger phenomenon, potentially even a global one. One of the most intriguing aspects of this enigma is the purported energy emitted by the Black Pyramid. According to reports from military insiders, scientists who have had access to the pyramid, and individuals who claim to have worked on classified projects in the region, the energy is not only powerful, but also exhibits properties that are not yet understood within the context of modern science. It appears to generate a frequency that has the potential to disrupt electronic devices, interfere with satellite communications, and even affect the human mind. Some have postulated that the energy emitted by the pyramid is related to the Earth's own electromagnetic field, but on a scale that is unprecedented. Some have postulated that this energy may be a form of zero-point energy, a theoretical source of limitless power that, if harnessed, could revolutionize the world. The concept of zero-point energy has long been regarded as a potential breakthrough in energy research, offering the possibility of unlimited clean power through the exploitation of quantum fluctuations inherent to the fabric of space-time. If the Black Pyramid is indeed a source of such energy, it would explain why governments have gone to great lengths to keep its existence a secret. The ability to control the Black Pyramid's power would confer a significant advantage in the pursuit of energy dominance. Nevertheless, while the prospect of limitless energy is undoubtedly alluring, the potential risks are equally significant. Some researchers posit that the energy generated by the pyramid may have unanticipated and potentially deleterious effects on the environment and human life. Over the years, reports have emerged of a range of unusual illnesses among individuals who have been employed in the vicinity of the site. These reports have documented symptoms, including severe headaches, nausea, and in some cases, more severe neurological damage. Moreover, there are accounts of individuals exhibiting psychotic behavior following prolonged exposure to the pyramid's energy. It is postulated that their minds were unable to process the sheer magnitude of the forces they were dealing with. The potential dangers may explain the heavy military presence in the area. According to accounts from locals and military insiders, the site is not only guarded but is also surrounded by sophisticated defense systems designed to keep intruders out. These include motion sensors, hidden cameras, and underground bunkers manned by elite security forces. Some have even claimed that drones equipped with advanced weaponry patrol the skies above the Black Pyramid, ready to neutralize any threat. Furthermore, it appears that the U.S. government is not the sole entity with an interest in the Black Pyramid. It has been surmised that foreign governments, in particular those of Russia and China, have endeavored to procure information regarding the pyramid's energy. It is reported that intelligence agencies are engaged in active monitoring of the region, with the objective of intercepting communications and gathering data on the pyramid's capabilities. It is a high-stakes game of espionage, with the Black Pyramid at the center of an international struggle for power. However, the military and government are not the only parties involved in this enigma. In recent years, a number of independent researchers and explorers have endeavored to ascertain the veracity of the claims through their own investigations. Equipped with sophisticated technology and a keen interest in knowledge, they have conducted exhaustive searches in the Alaskan wilderness, seeking to ascertain evidence of the pyramid's existence or, at the very least, indications of its presence. Among these individuals is researcher Stephen Quayle, who has dedicated a significant portion of his professional career to the study of ancient structures, with a particular focus on those with purported extraterrestrial origins. He posits that the Black Pyramid is considerably older than is commonly believed, and may even predate the advent of human civilization. Quayle and other proponents of this theory argue that the pyramid is not merely an anomalous structure, but rather a component of a larger pattern of ancient edifices that can be found in various locations around the globe. They cite the pyramids of Egypt, the Mesoamerican temples, and the enigmatic structures of the Pacific Islands, proposing that these monuments may collectively serve a shared purpose. This theory posits that these pyramids were constructed with the intention of harnessing or amplifying energy from the Earth itself, potentially to facilitate communication with extraterrestrial forces. Some researchers have even postulated that these pyramids may constitute a vast, interconnected energy grid that traverses the planet, tapping into the Earth's natural energy to sustain ancient civilizations or facilitate communication with extraterrestrial beings. Although these theories may appear implausible, there are aspects of the Black Pyramid enigma that resist conventional explanation. The structure itself is worthy of note. Those who claim to have seen it describe it as a perfect geometric shape, with sharp, clean edges and a smooth surface made of a material that resembles polished obsidian. This material, they say, is impenetrable to modern drilling equipment, and no one has been able to determine its origin. Some have suggested that the pyramid was constructed using technology far beyond our current capabilities, perhaps by an advanced civilization that lived on Earth long before recorded history. The concept of ancient, highly advanced civilizations is not a novel one. Theories about lost cultures, such as Atlantis or Lemuria, have been in circulation for centuries. While there is a paucity of concrete evidence to support these claims, the discovery of the Black Pyramid could prove to be a significant development. If it is indeed a remnant of an ancient civilization, then it prompts significant inquiries into humanity's historical origins. What can be ascertained about these people? The question thus arises as to their provenance. Furthermore, the question arises as to why such a monumental structure was constructed in the remote, frigid wilderness of Alaska. It would be remiss not to consider the extraterrestrial connection. A significant number of researchers hypothesize that the Black Pyramid's energy is not of this planet. They cite the multitude of reports of unidentified flying object sightings in Alaska, particularly in the vicinity of Denali, and posit that the pyramid may serve as a beacon or portal utilized by extraterrestrial entities. Some have postulated that the pyramid was constructed by ancient visitors from another star system, who utilized it as a means of observing or influencing humanity. Such speculation leads some to posit the existence of extraterrestrial visitors who may still be observing us and awaiting an opportune moment to return. One particularly disturbing hypothesis posits that the Black Pyramid is not merely a source of energy, but rather a weapon. This theory posits that the energy emitted by the pyramid could be used to manipulate the Earth's magnetic field or even cause natural disasters. Proponents of this theory point to the increasing frequency of earthquakes, tsunamis, and other catastrophic events around the world, suggesting that these may be the result of the pyramid's energy being tested or unleashed. If true, this would mean that the Black Pyramid holds the power to reshape the planet in ways we can't even imagine. Nevertheless, in spite of the considerable conjecture to the contrary, the U.S. government persists in denying the existence of the Black Pyramid. The official narrative maintains that the story is nothing more than a conspiracy theory, an elaborate myth that has been constructed out of a combination of coincidence and the overactive imaginations of those who have been drawn to it. However, individuals who have had direct contact with the information in question offer a contrasting account. They report experiencing intimidation, surveillance, and a persistent threat of violence. They recount encounters with unidentified individuals, electronic surveillance, and a pervasive sense of being watched. For these individuals, the Black Pyramid represents not merely an enigma, but a genuine threat to their safety and well-being. In light of these considerations, what conclusions can be drawn? The story of the Black Pyramid remains one of the most intriguing and terrifying mysteries of our time. The narrative interweaves elements of historical and scientific inquiry, incorporating references to unidentified flying objects, government conspiracies, and the potential existence of a malevolent force buried beneath the ice. While the full truth may never be known, one thing is certain: The Black Pyramid is not going away. As more individuals become aware of the narrative, and as more researchers delve more deeply into the subject, the enigma only grows. With the emergence of each new piece of information, new questions emerge. What is the true purpose of the Black Pyramid? Is it a remnant of an ancient civilization, a tool of extraterrestrial visitors, or a weapon of immense power? And why has the government gone to such great lengths to keep it hidden from the public? It is possible that at some point in the future, the truth will be revealed. It is possible that the veil of secrecy will be lifted, and we will finally understand the full scope of the Black Pyramid's power. Until such time as the truth is revealed, the enigma will persist, and the quest for knowledge will continue. However, as we contemplate the future, we must acknowledge that some secrets are retained for a reason. Some mysteries are too perilous to be revealed, and the Black Pyramid may be the most dangerous of them all. In the frigid expanse of Alaska, the Black Pyramid lies in silence, its secrets sealed, awaiting the day when the world is prepared or courageous enough to confront the truth.